Welcome back to Mouthpiece. I am Savage Dan, but there is no Miles Fearon today. He is on a holiday. I've brought in the better Fearon. I have brought in Miles Fearon's cousin, and everyone knows who it is. It is Spencor Fearon. Spence, thanks for joining me.
How you doing, man? You good?
We shouldn't really be having Miles talking boxing anyway. He doesn't know as much as you.
Nah, you know what? Miles is actually my cousin, so I'm really proud of him that I could see like you young gentlemen doing your stuff. So I'm proud and I'm honored to be on Mouthpiece, you know?
Right, let's just get straight into it. I suppose it's a hot topic, even though it happened on Friday. AJ blitzes Ngannou. Now, not a lot of people saw that coming, but I've seen videos, I've seen evidence that you saw that coming.
I did. Come on, man. Let's just be real. We have to be real on this, yeah? That was the greatest cash grab in Anthony Joshua's career. I want you to realize that. That's going to an ATM machine and banging the machine with your fist and the money just flying out. That's what that was, right? We all know that under-motivated Tyson Fury don't come with no game. We've seen this time and time again with Tyson Fury, right? Where he can blow up in weight, lose weight, cut weight. But with Anthony Joshua, when Anthony Joshua is in shape, physically and mentally, I don't care who the guy is, it is trouble. Right? That's number one. And I keep on saying this, that if there is no enemy inside, the enemy outside can do you no harm. And the inside enemy is being eradicated slowly and surely. It's like he's having an exorcism. And you know what? It is what it is, man.
Yeah, you know what? I didn't expect I expected Ngannou to at least have a look. Yes, pressure, but pressure with your feet. But he was biting on everything. Everything AJ did, Ngannou was biting. Every feint, every jab, he got the reaction. And that right hand is back.
No, the right hand didn't go anywhere.
We didn't see it. He was tentative.
You know why you didn't see it? Let me tell you this now, right? I'll tell you why you didn't see it, right? And props to Ben Davison because they were throwing it hard in the change room.
Yeah.
And I love seeing fighters when they got a built-up sweat before they go out to fight. Similarly to Mike Tyson back in the day, when Mike Tyson had that sweat on, it was trouble, right? Here you're looking, we just got to call it as it is, right? Francis Ngannou's backstory is absolutely incredible.
Yeah.
Right? We know you come from deep Cameroon, you swam across the channel, you know what I mean? You ended up in Belgium, then you ended up in France, then you got a chance to, and you went into UFC where you didn't want to go into UFC. You actually want to be a professional boxer. And if Francis Ngannou would have become a professional boxer, Savage Dan the man, you know what would have happened? Maybe you would have got as far as you got.
Yeah.
Right? So let's check this one out. His biggest purse inside of UFC was $600,000. In the space of 6 months, the man's made nearly $30 million.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Congratulate. We have to clap the man. Bravo, 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 bravo. But yeah, so let's get rid of that. That's gone. They've thrown that one out the window. Now you're putting him in with Anthony Joshua, right? Who has boxed better people as an amateur. Right? That's what he's done.
Yeah.
He's boxed better people as an amateur fighter. And we have to look at this part. We got taken away with Francis Ngannou's gallant effort against Tyson Fury. It was amazing what he did, right? But now we got to say to ourselves, I've got a question. Was it the 3 fights with Deontay Wilder that has taken its toll on Tyson Fury, right? Or was it the fact that Tyson Fury actually was trying to take him seriously, but didn't take him seriously, right?
And there's an element of the unknown.
With a left hook.
There's the unknown as well, yeah.
Yeah, of course. But I also know that there was fear in the belly of Anthony Joshua. You know why I know there was fear in the belly of Anthony Joshua? Because I know there was fear in the belly of Ben Davis. And Ben Davis has got my number. Phone me. Tell me I'm lying. Because I know when a man's boomy. Ben Davis in that ring saying, right, you know what? Today's the day that I'm either going to be exercise Ben or boxer-size Ben. And he exercised demons himself. So congratulations to those guys. But I told you from day dot that Anthony Joshua was going to obliterate Francis Ngannou. And I like him a lot, Francis Ngannou. He's a lovely human being. And so is his trainer. But this is boxing. You can't enter into this game just like that. Anthony Joshua saved the honor of boxing on the weekend.
Yeah, he did. He did. I've got a question, though.
Come on, Savage Dan.
I've got a question, because a lot was made of Ngannou, what he said at the press conference. He said, look, bottom line, it's the Queensberry rules that are protecting you from me. Yeah, he's like, if there's no rules, I take both of you. Now, I just got a question, and it's a hypothetical one, of course, but would AJ beat Ngannou in an MMA match?
No, I don't believe that he would.
He's a stand-up guy.
But I'm going to be real with you. I don't. Well, you see, like after that fight that we just witnessed, maybe AJ would bang him out, could do the same thing to him, right? But what I do know is, like, I don't know if you've ever been in a MMA gym or wrestling.
I've been in there, but yeah, I don't enjoy it in there.
Those brothers are strong, you know.
Yeah.
Right? Seriously, when them men hold you, you know what time of day it is. You know what God you're serving. I swear down. Right? You start paying your tithes on time and everything. So, no, I can't say that it's necessarily... I would tip Francis Ngannou because that is his forte. But what I am saying is this. I'm just glad that Anthony Joshua shut up them MMA guys. Right? That's all, because you would not be able to go in a gym on the Saturday morning with a pair of boxing gloves on to punch the bag without some MMA guy saying, well, you saw what happened to Anthony Joshua. Yeah. No. Listen, these things are happening. Let me tell you this now. And history tells us. In 1956, there was a man called Peter Redemaker, and he was a very good fighter. He won the Olympic gold medal, right? I don't know how they wrangled it, but his first professional fight was against Floyd Patterson, who was the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, right? And they thought, right, it'd be a good matchup and we could sell this, you know, and they did. They sold the Olympic gold medalist against the heavyweight champion of the world in his first professional fight. Yeah. You know what happened to him? What? He got battered, right? Battered. So why do you think any MMA man could go and do that? And that is not your discipline. So you stick to your discipline. These crossover fights, they're good if it is like for the nostalgia, but at the end of the day, I'm glad on the weekend boxing won.
Yep. Agreed. Now let's get into serious boxers. We've just announced that.
Oh, Anthony Josh's not a serious boxer.
No. I'm talking.
Savage, Dan, you're my guy, you know, Savage. I'm proud of you, Savage. Come on, man.
We have Lauren Price, the most decorated amateur Great Britain's ever seen. She goes up in a world title shot. It's the IBO, it's the WBA, and it's the Ring Magazine. All in one against Jessica McCaskill. Now, that is a top fight. Cardiff, of course, so Lauren's going to have home advantage. That's a big step up. I mean, this is going to be Lauren's 7th fight. And obviously...
eighth? It's her 8th fight,
no,
right?
she's had 6. She's had 6, I'm sure.
No, bro. This is a bit too early for her.
The thing is, there's a small pool of, you know... look, it's so hard to say it's a bit early because she hasn't dropped around. She's beaten everyone. Musea, Candy White. It's time for a step up, but the step up is now a Ring Magazine and a world title. 2 world titles. It's early. Of course it's early. But do you think it's too early?
This is what I'm saying is this, right? Lauren Price is excellent. I remember I did work for her when she won the Olympic gold medal, right? I done work on a couple TV channels on the day when she won it. I don't believe I still think she come out victorious because she's a multifaceted human being. Like football, martial arts,
anything.
everything. She has a cacophony of different fighting styles as well, and she's amazingly athletic, right? Because it's at Cardiff, her style of fighting, right, for somebody who has accomplished so much, is very rough and tumble. And I would like to see it be a little bit more educated. Reason being is this, and this is no disrespect to her, right, because she's accomplished a lot, but it's still a rough and tumble bully boy tactics.
It's a bullyish kind of dog style.
Yeah, right? And McCaskill's got skills, man. You know what I mean? She's got skills. She knows to slip shots. She knows to feint shots, right? She knows to double. But I believe that there are certain people who are very special. And sometimes we can't see how special they are because of their fighting style. I think Lauren Price has fallen into that category because, you know what? She's meant to be a bigger star than what she is. I'm going to keep it this thing 100.
I think this is the fight that announces her on that stage.
Yeah.
Has to be.
And it is. And she come out and she wins this. And she does a little bit more brushing up for a TV persona because she's very kind of reclusive kind of person, right? I think she could blow really, really big because her style of fighting is very fan friendly. Yeah. And if she can go out and do, but it's like, we know what it is in female boxing. Female boxing is very similar to 18th century boxing, right? When boxing first, it was like, we never had a plethora of guys fighting. Guys could be like 9, 10, 12 fights and you're fighting for a world title.
Yeah.
Right? And that's what's happening now in female boxing, simply because, but the thing about it is the skill of female boxing is not on parity with the men, right? It's not. But it has grown exponentially that it's not far off because when you told me that fight was on, you said it's just been announced, it's like April 20th. I'm like, what? I'm looking forward to a good fight because the skill level demonstrated by the females, as far as I'm concerned, is more enjoyable to watch than a lot of the men.
Agreed.
So it's not
agreed.
male boxing or female boxing now. It is just boxing.
Yeah. Stylistically, it's fascinating because we've seen McCaskill adopt different styles. She fought Sandy Ryan a different way to how she fought Chantel Cameron. She's a dog, but she
didn't beat Sandy Ryan. Let's call it as it is.
It's true.
Let's call it as it is. Right? I know she's over here, and I see her on TV. On toe to toe with Gary Logan, and I saw clips of that earlier. I was getting my hair cut in the barbers, so you know what I mean. And I saw the clips of it, and I'm just gonna be real. I said, "What is that McCaskill? That fought Sandy? She didn't beat Sandy Ryan. Yeah, I'm sorry, Sandy Ryan beat her. That was
controversial. Like, what was it? I think it was a split draw.
Yeah, it was like one judge went for her, one judge went for Sandy Ryan, and one judge called it a draw at 95-95. I don't know what the two of them judges were drinking that night, but they should be tested. I mean, there's always this big talk about, no, on the real Savage, Dan, listen to me, my bro. Big unks talking. We are so hell-bent on testing fighters for banned substances. Some of the judges need to have some testing for some banned substances because some of the decisions...
Some of the scoring, do you know what? It's something that it's always been there, and there's always gonna, and you can smell one way before you get one. You know there's gonna be something here, but that's probably the one thing in boxing that gives it a bad reputation, gives it a bad feel, is that the scoring is so subjective. But how can you see that and that guy see that? But I've done it before. Do you know when? I'll tell you when I did it. I did it recently because I thought. Natasha Jonas, in her last fight, I thought that she had just nicked it. But then I go on Twitter and everyone says she didn't. She lost, definitely, to Michaela. So
but
that one wasn't close. The Sandy Ryan.
It's going to be a privilege as you to be sat ringside with all of the boxer team and you're kidding them little pearly whites, you and Ben Shalom, and it's going to be a good fight tonight. Right? So we're there sitting there.
You're in the same row.
Right? Yeah, exactly. So you're not watching it. You lot are watching it from a different perspective view than the people at home who get the whole. And we're getting like 3 or different camera shots, and then we're getting reverse camera shots, and then we're getting replays. It's totally different. And it's like, nah, she nicked that one. She didn't really have good, but did she? And then you're taken in by the atmosphere as well. But I'm just gonna be real. I think it's too early for Lauren Price, this fight. I do, simply because I'd like to have her a couple more. But when you think of her amateur pedigree and the things that she's done, Lauren Price is going to win this fight,
Yeah, she is.
Matter of fact, do not be surprised if Lauren Price don't stop McCaskill. I have said it.
You always come out with one.
Yeah.
Something, and it's
about 8 rounds. There ain't gonna be no early. So don't be surprised. Lauren Price is a monster.
She's a monster. She's a
monster. I'm gonna be real.
But once you do that, and you've got the Ring magazine after 7 fights, there is now at 147. There's and in women's boxing, the way they fly up and down the weights for opportunities is far more fluid than in the men's game. She will have a target on her back immediately.
It doesn't matter. You know what? I think it's going to be great. I think it'll be great for Boxer. It's going to be great for Sky. Right? Because I'm just going to be real with you. One of the best shows that I have been to, was the all-female show, which was headed. No, I'm just going to be real. When Savannah Marshall fought Clarissa Shields, that was one of the best shows I have ever been to. The build-up was incredible. It got cancelled because of Queen Pass, and then it got rescheduled, and it's like every fight was incredible, and it was topped off with that. And I believe that Lauren Price, even though it's just like on the same kind of thing like Katie Taylor, she wasn't really an outgoingly kind of person, right? But sometimes your fighting can just do the talking for you. But there is so much of a backstory with her that can be sold that should become bigger and should come. I believe that she's going to do McCaskill, because I'm thinking about it again. You know what? And then there could be a big fight with her and Sandy Ryan. That would be a mega fight as well. Up north, that's roadblock sold out. Can't move for love nor money. I believe that we're looking at a new world champion come April the 20th, and I've said it.
Right, let's get on to the British and Commonwealth then. It's only a couple of weeks away now. I think 2.5 weeks. Bad Blood, O2, Fraser Clarke, Fabio Wardley. I'm not sure if you saw what Fraser did at Ipswich's ground. I forgot the name of the ground, but he's gone there in a...
I see that. I see that.
Is it a Norwich top? I think it's a Norwich top. And he's...
You know what?
I like that. I love
when
that.
It comes to football. Right? He could wear any top as far as I'm concerned. I don't watch football. I'm boxing through and through, my friend.
He's on the halfway line. Look, I've known Fraser for a while, and I remember even when that fight was announced in the ring, before then, Fraser has looked so ready. Like, so ready, so driven, so eager to put the doubters away. A lot of people doubt that he has what it takes to win this fight. Fabio, I've known Fabio a long time, and Fabio has become the guy, not necessarily who speaks from an ivory tower, but because he's done it and he's passed his tests, he's looking down at Fraser as if you haven't even had a test yet in order to pass it, and this is too early. So do you think, that will be the fastest anyone's got to the British and Commonwealth ever, I think. I'm not sure if it's just heavyweights. If Fraser Clarke does it, it will be the fastest anyone's ever done it. Is it too early?
You know what? This is the thing that is amazing about it. Here is a young man that has, in Fabio Wardley, and he's world ranked now as well. Mm-hmm. that has never had an amateur bout, right? And he's accomplished so much within a short duration of time. He's a naturally athletic man. Now, I was ringside in Saudi for the Battle of the Baddest, and on the undercard, which was in the car park of, it was like some America thing, and then you had to walk into the Tyson Fury's fight in Ngannou. And I was there, and I thought how he took apart David Adelaide was tremendous. And Frazier was there ringside, and Frazier turned to me and said, "There's no way you can fight me. There's no way." And I said, "Oh, boy, you know what? I'm gonna be real with you. I think you can, because the way he dismantled David Adelaide, right, who's an accomplished amateur, has been an accomplished amateur, he dismantled him. And the thing what I like about Fabio Wardley is that he takes a look. He doesn't go guns, but he takes a look. But then if you hit him with a hard shot and he gets caught with a hard shot, he's saying, I'm going to get you back. But he doesn't do it straight away. But he says he's got in his mental Rolodex. Like, I have to get you back. And furthermore, I have to get you back in this round because you're not going to steal the round from me.
Yeah. I
rate him. But at the same time, we can't take nothing away from Frazier Clarke.
Yeah. Olympic pedigree.
Because, but the thing about it is this. I was so happy. I remember the back in the day when Frazier came, when he won the gold medal, and Ed Robertson still got that picture. So Frazier posted it recently, and he won the Commonwealth Games gold medal, right? And we were looking like, wow, good on you, simply because he was a person that always played second fiddle. He played second fiddle to Anthony Joshua. He definitely played second fiddle to Joe Joyce. Yeah. It seemed like him and Joe Joyce used to fight every week, right? I'm telling you.
I was at one of the ABA finals where they fought as well.
Yeah, it's like they fight every week. Like, what are you fighting? Well, I'm fighting Frazier, innit? Right? Like, it seemed that way, right? It's a great fight, right? It is a great fight. I think boxers doing something fantastic, having it on a Sunday as well.
Yeah.
Right? It's a great fight simply because there are so many intangibles on the what if, but the what ifs are not for Fabio Wardley. All the what ifs are on Frazier Clarke. So it's like this. He's got to show up. He's got to show up. And it's going to be a great. But you know what? Also, we got to look. Frazier's been in boxing for a very long time, right? And when you've been in boxing for that amount of time, there's certain nuances that you know that I know Fabio don't know.
Yeah.
Right? And he's going to have to bring that to the table, but then he's also going to have to try and rough him up. But what you do know is, like, and I've seen, especially like with Nathan Gorman. Nathan Gorman tried to rough up Fabio, and Fabio said, "What, Bridget? I'm not having it." So it's a great fight, man.
Great fight.
Great fight.
Great. If you had to place your pound somewhere, where are you placing it?
Where am I placing it? I know both guys really well, so I don't want to offend no one. No,
you're going to go with majority draw.
It's like I said, like Mouthpiece ain't paying me enough for me to go lose my friendship with either one of them guys there.
What kind of fight? You know what kind of fight are you expecting then? What kind of fight?
I know. Like maybe in a week, 2 weeks, I know I'm going to be doing bits with you guys, and you'll get my prediction there. But at this present moment, right, I slightly favor Frazier Clarke.
Yeah, I think I do as well. I know them both. I'm friends with them both. I don't want to do this, but
then don't do it then.
Weird. I'm not gonna. As you said, I will wait until I get a little bit closer to the fight. I want to see their demeanors. But what I will say is, they both look sure. They both look positive that they're winning this fight. Which is what I love those kind of fights, because there's not somebody coming in thinking they're the underdog. They both believe they win this fight.
Yeah, but that's nice. But statistics are saying that Fabio is the favorite going into this fight, and Frazier Clarke is the underdog. And
do you agree with that?
I do.
Based on,
he thought Maru's whack.
Yeah. No, but I'm all right. So, for example, the best, by far, the best victory of Fabio's career is David Adelaide, which is a very good victory. But Frazier is Frazier's well schooled. So I think that difference, I think it's just going to be a different fight. Who knows what Frazier's weighing? Probably 19 stone. He's a big boy. Bullying him might not work. Probably won't work. He's known in the amateurs for taking shots and being in these kind of like firefight kind of bouts. Mm-hmm. So it's obviously it's different with no head guards, and even though he did the WSB, but I've got a weird feeling that people aren't seeing this fight how I'm seeing this fight. And I even said it to Fabio. I said to Fabio, this isn't that. This is a tougher fight than what you've just had. 100% stylistically.
No, of course it is. Listen, he's going up against real experience, and also Clarke ain't no coward.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm trying to say? He ain't no coward. He'd be prepared to go in the lines in. But what I think with Clarke, he was trying too hard. When he's out fighting, he was trying too hard. He was trying too hard to impress. He was trying too hard. And I'm saying, if I was Clarke and his trainer as well, Angel Fernandez, I would have him watch a lot of Riddick Bowe, right? Because the inside work of Riddick Bowe is one of the best I've seen in a heavyweight. Yeah. And people may laugh at this because I know like Fel Torrance also worked with Riddick Bowe. He was Eddie Futch's student, and he also worked with Wardley Harrison. Mm-hmm. And I remember like on certain times, Wardley Harrison's inside game when he turned professional was really good.
Yeah.
I mean, really good. His inside work. And I think Frazier should watch that. And I think Frazier also needs to get this into a dogfight because Fabio was very, very quick. He's very quick. And I had Fabio on our podcast with me and Tundi on The Fight Is Right. And he was saying like he idolized Roy Jones.
Yeah.
Right. He idolized Roy Jones. And at the time I phoned Roy Jones so I could have a chat with him. And his style is very, very similar to you can see little pockets of essence of Roy Jones in how he's got the low guard, how he feints, how he throws the combinations in, but he's just a bigger guy. So I would say Clarke needs to get on the inside and hit him with hard shots to the body to sap his legs. Yeah. To let him know, like, right, we're gonna go. We're big boys. We're the big boys now. But we shall see. We shall see.
If there's one thing I know about Angel Fernandez is that he will have looked at everything meticulously and come up with some kind of game plan. But it's a great fight. It's a great card when you even look at Chris Congo and Florian Marku. Both of them.
You know what? That is a great fight. That is a great fight.
Yeah.
But I'm saying with Chris Congo, he needs to be a little more doggish. I've seen in his build-up and everything else, he's like kind of bit. I said, brother, do you not understand that this Maru monster, is looking to lick off your head?
Yeah.
That's what Maru is looking to.
Yep. He wants to get inside that jab and just go boom, boom, boom.
Right. And unfortunately, sometimes Chris Congo has been seen as an on-top fighter.
Yeah.
Right? He's been seen as that.
Yeah.
And like when things don't go his way, then he comes second best. We saw that when he fought Esserman. Yep. When he fought Esserman. And we saw that when he fought, what's the youth?
McKinson?
Oh, I can think of
McKinson. Yeah.
Yeah, when he fought McKinson. We saw that in the McKinson fight as well, right? But right now, skill should pay the bills properly. And your skill level, as far as I am concerned, because I've seen Chris Congo since an amateur, his skills are superb. I think, and I'm being honest, that it could be little shadowy mental demons there, right? And he needs to eradicate those mental demons because I'm telling you this now, if he doesn't eradicate those demons, he's going to face a demon come the 31st in this Florian Marku. Florian Marku is not no joke. When people say, well, he can't box, he's limited in this. Yeah, all right, cool. But the guy has an arrogance to his strength, right? Yeah. So if Chris Congo boxes him, he can outbox him, right? The way that Marku, I can't see Marku beating Chris on points. I can't see it unless Chris folds. So Chris needs to be totally focused and confident, and Marku needs to come in there with them overhand rights to put Chris in his place, which he throws. He's got to put them in. It's going to be a great fight, man. This is why this show's so great.
Yeah, exactly. Listen, if you haven't bought tickets, make sure that you do. It is going to be a ridiculous night of boxing. It's on a Sunday, bank holiday. Get tickets. Yeah, this is it. This is the call to action. Buy these tickets now and thank me later. Just before we go, Jake Paul and Mike Tyson. What do you think?
I don't want to talk about that rubbish.
I don't like that. I don't like it.
No, you know what? Let me tell you this now. Let me tell you this, right? We saw on the weekend sorry, on Friday, still weekend, right? On Friday, Anthony Joshua hit Francis Ngannou with a right hand that
sent him to the shadow realm.
Seriously could have damaged him.
Yeah.
Right? Right. I'm seeing Mike Tyson. Yeah, Mike Tyson did that spar with Roy Jones and it made record numbers and stuff like that. And I get it. I'm gonna be real. I love Mike Tyson. But I'm gonna be real with you. Mike Tyson, you're being selfish here. Right? Because you are Iron Mike Tyson, the person that used to make me as a young kid, not even a teenager, wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning to watch you fight one of my heroes in Michael Spinks in 1988. You know what I mean? You destroyed him in 91 seconds. I remember getting up and watching you when he was in Tokyo, Japan, being a very good fighter in Tony Tubbs. You hit him with a left hook, which discombobulated him and just twisted his body. But I'm thinking about that. But, bro, that's 30-odd years ago.
Yep.
All right?
Yeah.
Now, I heard that there's some little joke rules in it. They got to wear big gloves and they got to do all these kind of things. But I'm not happy in this.
At this point, Jake Paul is I know everyone's making a lot of, Mike Tyson. This isn't the same Mike Tyson there was. At this point, Jake Paul is a much bigger danger to Mike Tyson than the other way.
Listen, because Mike Tyson is 57 years old. Yeah. So, no, you're 60 really and truly.
Yeah.
Because I don't care what greens that you've been on to cut weight and do all the rest of it and you're in fantastic. Mike, just be happy being Mike.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because really and truly, I was ringside the night when Danny Williams beat you. Right? I was ringside jumping in the ring. I was going nuts that night. Right? And you were past peak then. So wait a minute. So you're gonna be you're Mike Tyson is trying to tell me you're gonna be better than that guy then? We say you were shot and finished then. I remember watching you against McBride, thinking like, well, okay. And he said, I'm gonna cut anything now because I don't want to disrespect the sport no more. Right? And you're still here now?
Money.
No, brother.
Money. By the way,
I get it for money. But you know what I mean? When we was in Saudi Arabia for the Battle of the Baddest, you look at Mike Tyson, and I can send you the picture over because I went to his gym. Mike Tyson's old, you know.
Yeah.
Right, he's old. Yeah. So maybe, you know what I mean, for the amount of money that could be generated, it's going to be some beyond, look, you got to do this, you throw one jab and then I'll jab back. Well, I don't know. But what I am saying is that I'm so happy that Turkey Al Sheikh said, we're not doing this YouTuber boxing thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? Bun that. And now the great Mike Tyson.
It's crazy.
It's, you know what I mean? The
Fun
great
fact,
Mike, come on.
All right, cool. Let me see if you agree with this, because I said this on Sky Sports just the other day and it caused a bit of an uproar. Mike Tyson is not in my top 10 heavyweights in history. Iconic, yes, probably number 1 or 2. But as far as best heavyweights in history, he comes in just outside that top 10. What do you think?
Nah, I totally disagree.
Do you?
Yeah, I disagree. Right? He's lower tier top 10. Right? He's lower tier top 10.
Let me find my 10.
That's how I see it.
Let me find my 10.
Me? Go on.
Let me find it. Give me 1 second. I'm going to find
3 minutes left on the time. But go on.
All right. I'm going to be really quick with this.
Yep, go on.
Ali, Joe Louis, Larry Holmes, Rocky Marciano, George Foreman, Jack Johnson, Frazier, Lewis, Holyfield, Klitschko, Dempsey. That's already 11. And I would have Tyson come right there, Dempsey.
No.
It's a good list, though.
You know what? I would love to. I got to come back on your show just to teach these little young whippersnappers how this thing goes. Mike Tyson's lower tier top 10 heavyweights. Let me tell you this. The night that Mike Tyson demolished Michael Spinks, right? And me and Steve Bunce have spoken about this many times. You'd be hard to find a heavyweight that would have dealt with him.
Yeah.
I'm going to be real with you, right? And at the time as a kid, I used to hate Mike Tyson because everyone was saying that he's better than Ali. I was never having that, right? But we have to be fair and say that Mike Tyson is top 10 heavyweights of all time.
Agree to disagree.
Right. And we're going to have this. We're going to have this out.
Yeah. Do you know what? I'm going to dig deeper
Mike
into
Tyson,
this.
greater than Rocky Marciano. He's greater than Mark. I'm telling you, Mike Tyson.
49-0.
Who did Rocky Marciano beat? And I'm not disrespecting Marciano. Marciano beat, who did he beat? He beat, this is not my words, this is the words of Muhammad Ali. Who did he beat? He beat old men. He beat old Archie Moore. He beat old Ezra Charles. He beat old
So you drop Marciano.
He beat old men. He never beat no young man.
You got a point.
He never beat no young man.
You got a point.
And on top of that, Mike Tyson never ducked nobody. Rocky Marciano did, but this is another thing for another thing.
It's another thing.
And definitely so did Jack Dempsey.
Yeah.
You're saying that, definitely.
There we
Jack
go.
Dempsey.
Master knowledge.
But Jack Dempsey revolutionized the sport. I want people to realize that. So I can't diss Jack Dempsey. I'm not dissing him. I'm just saying, yeah, them men are greats for their eras. Their eras, but I'm just saying like this. Mike Tyson, seriously, Mike Tyson's top 10.
Iron Man.
Lower tier top 10.
Iron Man.
Come in around 8. From 10 to 8, man, Mike Tyson. I'm telling you, he's there.
Right. That's all we've got for this week. Spence, thank you for joining me. I'll see you on Fight Week. I'll probably see you before. Let me come on your podcast.
Come on, listen, you gotta come on, man. You know the Fight is Right.
I'm ready.
The award-winning Fight is Right. But you know what? Absolute plum pleasing pleasure. Big up the Mouthpiece. Big up Savage Dan. Miles, don't worry. Your uncle's not taking your job. I know you're panicking right now. You're sweating on holiday, and it's not because of the heat. They say, right, I'm gonna take. No, I don't need it.
Right, guys.
But I do need the money.
Next week, we will see you. Make sure you go and get those tickets. March 31st. See you next week.
Peace.
Unks. Love.
Yeah? Big up yourself.
Let me just